Yup, right back at another video, man. Hey, man, we got Blake Griffin signing with Brooklyn Nets. I ain't gonna lie, if they lose and they got all of these try-hard sweats on this team, bro, I'm gonna keep it $1.30 with you. Down, I don't know, man. Like, bro, this team is stacked, bro. Like, this is literally like playing with the East All-Stars or something, bro. Like, bro, this is like an all-star team, bro. Everybody knows Blake Griffin ain't really the same Blake Griffin, but he pulling that 30, blicking that motherfucker. Everybody know that, but hey, man, let's do it. Y'all know we came in to do, man. Y'all know we didn't come to do, man. We came in to get straight to the point where we didn't come to do, man. It's all that other stuff, man. That being said, man, let's get right to the video.
Something like this before 2 years ago.
Try hard sweats, man.
How adorable the NBA
this is literally a super. Now, this is a real super team.
Super teams, we said. It's all about.
This is a real super team.
Conley and Donovan Mitchell, because Mike Conley just joined.
Damn, snatch.
Paul George,
it's a blitz. Kemba.
LeBron James and Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook and James Harden. Hell,
damn.
Ray Drummond and Blake Griffin.
PG3 down bad, bro.
We were so excited about how even the entire NBA was going to become. Man,
damn,
what a good time. Because of course,
my dog
Westbrook and Bradley Beal became a brand new.
Wish you did that in the damn three-point contest, bum ass nigga.
Became a tandem. Now it's John Wall and Victor Oladipo in Houston. And James Harden said, "You know what? After this dynamic duo thing we have going on for ourselves, let's create a super team." And guess what?
This is a super team. This ain't no regular just super team. This is a super team.
To James Harden. You did so
what's a word over super? Let me see. What's a word bigger than super? This is the out of this world team. Out of this world team. It's not even a super team. It's an out of this world team, bro.
They granted his request.
It's an out of this world team, bro. This is more than a super team.
Because I thought that the Brooklyn Nets were already a very dangerous.
Who did they trade to get him though? Who did they trade to get him?
And Kyrie Irving as well. But they felt like, hey, maybe we should go a little bit more top heavy, add James Harden, and we'll play the buyout market to potentially fill up the other holes we have in our roster. And man, did they play this buyout market remarkably. Because check this out, we have some breaking news. Before we get
so they ain't trade nobody.
Do me a favor and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe, and turn on our notifications to help this channel grow. I have a huge announcement on my Instagram page coming out soon about a potential podcast I have with 2 other prospective YouTubers. You could leave guesses in the comment section down below, but I'm gonna be
he did
on my Instagram page. And now that we got all
damn, they got DeAndre Jordan too though.
Intro.
But I mean, he did rip his jersey and was crying. He was mad as shit. He was on the bitch. Man, fuck this shit, man. I'm so tired of it. D Rose got up out of there too. The Pistons is down. Just oh man, I don't know, man. But anyway. This is an out of this world team. This more than a super team.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? Guys, let me tell you a pretty interesting and adorable piece of NBA lore. You see, there's a lot of history between the members of the Brooklyn Nets. As a matter of fact, James Harden, Serge Ibaka, Kevin Durant, and Jeff Green all were once a very promising core at one time or another. Obviously, some of them left at a different time than others were on the team for the OKC Thunder. And they were seen as a very promising young core before the OKC Thunder decided to trade James Harden away for their own reasons. And sooner than later, all the pieces of the OKC Thunder began to fall apart, which is why I think it's adorable that the 4 reunited on the Brooklyn Nets. But that's not the only reunion that we potentially might get. You see, another individual on the Brooklyn Nets is a man by the name of DeAndre Jordan. who was once known as a very promising second-round pick made by the Los Angeles Clippers.
Yeah, he was a dog.
Who created probably one of the most exciting tandems in NBA history, and probably the last time that I remember two big men succeeding with each other, when they created the Lob City Clippers that featured the likes of Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan. And well, I'm sure DeAndre Jordan was kind of in Blake Griffin's ear about this, because for those of you guys that didn't know, 2 days ago, Blake Griffin officially agreed to a buyout with the Detroit Pistons. This comes on the heels of us, expecting it, because the Detroit Pistons said, we're first going to look for someone to accept Blake Griffin in a trade. But no one's going to accept Blake Griffin in a trade. He has such a disgustingly large contract, and he is by far one of the worst players in the NBA. Now, whether he's been doing that on purpose or not remains to be seen. But as a result of this,
he be shooting a ball in the stuff I be seeing. I guess he ain't on the phone.
He stinks. We're going to just buy him out and move forward. Yes, the trade we made with Blake Griffin was a huge bust. The Clippers clearly should hold the W, because they did a remarkable job selling on Blake Griffin at his highest point, seeing what was going to become of his injured knee that has been hampering him throughout his entire career. It's a horrible thing to say, but they made the right business decision for themselves. Now, as time progressed forward, we started speculating, where would Blake Griffin go? Will he go back to Los Angeles? Maybe he'll join the Clippers again, because they're an up-and-coming team and it'd be a cute little homecoming. But alas, I'm sure he's very upset with Steve Ballmer as a result of the way he was departed from the Los Angeles Clippers. You know, the fact that he was sold on being the greatest Clipper of all time, and then eventually being traded 5 to 6 months later after he finally signed a huge max contract extension. So I thought, okay, it makes a lot of sense for him to go to the Lakers. The Lakers really need a power forward right now. Anthony Davis is out with a right Achilles strain. He'll be back in LA. No better way to get revenge on Steve Ballmer and the Clippers than joining the evil Los Angeles team across town. But alas, that's not what Blake Griffin decided.
When did he come back?
According to Champs Piranha, we have an update on the Blake Griffin situation. Now, Blake Griffin has cleared free agency waivers, and the 6-time NBA All-Star is expected to sign with the Brooklyn Nets. Sources tell The Athletic and Stadium. Interested teams have expected Griffin to pursue a championship in Brooklyn alongside Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. Now, is this official? I'm assuming not. The scenario I'm imagining in my head, because Champs rarely says he's expected to sign with the team and rarely gets it wrong, is maybe a person close to Blake Griffin leaked out the fact that he wants to sign with the Nets. I'm sure there's mutual interest, because, dude, you get a former All-Star, and he's going to probably take the veteran minimum. Yeah, you're not getting the Blake Griffin that jumped over a Kia car for a slam dunk contest.
Shit, they don't need
You're not
him.
even getting the Blake Griffin in his first year with the Detroit Pistons, who seem to have...
They don't need him, boy. Did you not see what that boy been doing? He been shooting that ball. He been shooting that ball, you hear me? That's all they need. Shit, he be shooting that ball.
Greatest basketball of his career.
That's all they need is him shooting that ball.
That at one point of his career was an extremely remarkable player to watch, and actually had his game start to translate very well and grow very well with the new NBA. Unfortunately, that has all been hampered by the same knee injury that has been plaguing Blake Griffin since before he even came out of college. So, what do I think about this move? I honestly don't think it makes too much of a difference for the Brooklyn Nets. And I hope you guys don't hate me for saying this, because if you look at Blake Griffin's statistics so far this year, he has been horrible. Like, absolutely
maybe
atrocious.
I'm wrong.
So if there's a player that I'd compare Blake Griffin's impact to, it's very similar.
You know, the highlights make him look good.
Player that pretty much did the same thing earlier this offseason. Do you guys remember Nicholas Batum? When he was on Charlotte, well, he didn't really perform so well during the final years of his career. As a matter of fact, he averaged, in his last regular normal season, he averaged 9 points per game. He shot a decent 45% from the field and 39% from three. This year, with the Los Angeles Clippers, he's doing more or less the same. Obviously, he's not one of the top options, but he's averaging 9 points per game, 5 rebounds, shooting 48% from the field, and a beautiful, remarkable 44% from three. And he's doing this all while attempting 4.4 threes per game. I could see a very similar situation for Blake Griffin.
That's all they need.
It all really depends on his ability to convert from three. He has never been a good three-point shooter in his entire career. In his 2018 to 2019 season, he shot 36% from three while attempting 7 three-pointers per game. That was the best season he had as a member of the Detroit Pistons. So I don't really expect Blake Griffin to come out of nowhere and be this remarkable player for the Brooklyn Nets. I expect him to slowly work back from an injury, eventually become a very
Ain't this the same dude that said something about John Wall not doing nothing?
By good people
John Wall just on a weak team. That's all it is.
Hopefully he'll be able to turn his career around. But I don't perceive.
I ain't even watching right there no more. They've been bringing me down, so I stopped watching them.
They have this super team of 4 former All-Stars and current All-Stars, because that is simply not the case. Blake Griffin is no longer the great All-Star that was jumping over Kia cars. He's still a pretty dependable player if he could potentially be put in the right situation to succeed. So only time will tell. For all you know, this could be a player that's riding a bench for the rest of his career. Hopefully not, though. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this potential signing. Aside from that,
I feel like if he's shooting that ball, they'll be all right.